today I am going to jump right in here and we're going to put together a hunter's gun rack. Something that I got, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. This is what it's going to look like. So if you want to know how to put this together, then stay tuned. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me here today. My name is Janet and welcome to Janet's DIY Life. To all my returning subscribers, thank you all so very much. I do appreciate you all 100% more than that. I'm a little out of sorts here. I'm on the floor because we're going to put together this rack. So let's just jump into it. But first, let me say, if you have not subscribed yet, and this is your first time here, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. That does help support my channel so much, and I am trying to get this channel to grow. Also, if you wouldn't mind, everybody give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. One of the two. It doesn't really matter which one. Hopefully the thumbs up, but yeah, hit the like button and hit subscribe. Go over and hit the notification bell. Go down and hit all. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video on how-to videos, some DIYs, hopefully, and also the Temu hauls and shopping hauls, as well as I have a flea market booth, a permanent flea market booth that I run, and I also give some behind the scenes and do lives there, that kind of thing. So I hope to, in the future, have more of the flea market stuff. So let's jump right into this. I appreciate you guys, and the angles are going to be a little weird, a little off, and hopefully I'm in screen. I can't see. So I'm going to do my best to get all this out, get all the tools together that you're going to need. I would say it comes with a screwdriver, but I would say get your own screwdriver. That may be a little bit more helpful, although the one that comes with it looks okay. Your screw gun, that might come in handy. And as far as anything else, I'll let you know as we go along, because I'm going to put this together as we're going along. So hang in there and let's jump into this. So all I've done is open the box, put it on the floor. Right here is the screwdriver that I said that comes with it. So as you can see, it's just a basic small screwdriver, and that may be all that we need. I don't know. Here is this is really cool. It's got a nice scene on it. A really nice picture. So, and I think this is just one that hangs on the wall, but it is one for like hunting rifles. Let's get everything out of here. We don't want to scratch anything up. Looks fairly easy to put together. They've already got the brackets on the back for hanging them. And if yours doesn't have that on there, those are easy to put in as well. But I'd say they all come the same. This one has it as well. Get this little plastic thing here. And I'd say, and this is taped shut, but it's busting open. So I'd say everything we're going to need is inside of here. hopefully. Alright guys, that's it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, 6 pieces, and a box of hardware. So let me get this box out of our way. Okay, we are back. I'm not sure how this angle is, so let's move this back here so that you guys can see. So we're going to need this piece right here. It's got this cutout on the back side of it that's going to go to the back side, okay? And you're going to need your 2 outside pieces. You're going to line up these cutouts on these, like this here. You're going to, and this is a cutout here, so this goes in there like that. And then the other side, and you line up those openings, because that's where your back is going to slip right down in there. So pretty simple. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open up the screws that they gave us, and first thing we're going to do is set this one piece down. And on this side over here, okay, we've got that together. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. Now that we've got that one on, it should be a little easier to put this one on. Should line up just fine. And let me show you what we're doing here. Sorry, I didn't mean to be off screen. So, I wanted to be able to show you what we're doing. I like to start me a little bit and double check that everything is lining up correctly. Okay, that looks like this. And I'm gonna, I'll zoom out so that you guys can see. Right now, this is what you need to be looking at. This cutout is in the back, lined up with the cutouts on the 2 sides. And now we're going to work on this door front. There's a small door front here. So you're going to have to find that piece, which is this here. I'm not seeing front or back. And it's going to go like this. It's going to go like that. There's going to be a knob to pull it down. So if you see the board with the notches, that notch, and so we're going to have to put the hinges on now. And those come in a little bag. All the hardware for the for this door is in a little bag. Open it up and dump it out. And they gave us a ton of little screws. Now this is probably where we're going to be using that little screwdriver. Because the hinges are going to have to go in like this. Because the door goes in like this, and it's going to open this way. So You've got this piece upside down. You want to open up your hinges, and they open up only so far. So you want to put your hinges in here like this. You want to line it up, and then you're going to get a couple of the little screws and put it in there. I'm going to grab a couple of little screws, and they are tiny. They are tiny, see? That is a tiny little screw. So that's what I said. You're going to need that little screwdriver. Definitely. I would not suggest using a screw gun for this at all. But you want to have your hinges where it opens up correctly. Line it up. And right there. I may have to stop and go get a... So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to make little spots here for the screws to grab hold. I mean, you absolutely could get a tiny little drill bit and put some starter holes in there, but I think this is going to work. This is going to probably be the hardest part about putting this thing together. I know it will be for me. See the difference? Making those little starter holes helped a whole lot. I really didn't do much. I made the marks with the drill bit, or with my screw drill, and the filter bit that's in there. I took the screwdriver and just smacked it good with my hand. And that, just that little bit, helped that screw to grab hold. Alright, I'm going to get this other one done, and I'll be right back. Okay, so they should be looking like this, opening on towards the same direction, like so. Okay, so I've turned it around so that you all can see what we're doing here. This is the board that's going to be the door. This is the door, and you want to line these up correctly, because this door has to shut flush with the outside of this cabinet, the front side part of it. So you have to line this up just right with putting the hinges on. They're not marked at all. They're not marked. So I would say mark it with something like the drill or the screwdriver. But you're going to have to line these up just right at the edges with each screw. Double check, because this does move on you. And it moved on me when I was trying to put the starter holes in there. So I'm going to have to double check my placement. screw out of the way and let's check it out. Did I do it? Let's check out my work here. I'm off a little bit over here, guys. See that? But I don't think it's enough. It's going to make any difference. And it happens. It really happens. That was moving on me. It's not perfectly flush. Now. And this is going to slide. We've got a finished edge. Nope, they're both finished edge. Okay, video camera shut off. So, last thing I seen was this board. I was fixing to put this board in. Pretty easy. Just line it up with both of these and put it in, but don't go in all the way. You want to leave this ridge back here open. So you want it to be, this board to be flush right here. Right here and right here. It's going to be flush. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get your screws that you have left, and you're going to put two in, or one, two, no, two. On the ends. And it works. So you can see where to put the screws in. I like that. Which is easier. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I think our next step is going to be sliding the back in. And I'll change the... So now you're just going to take and slide this down in there. It should go fairly easy. The hardest part was the little screws. That was just sitting there. Okay, so in order to get this piece in, because the outside edges were flimsy because there's no support there, I had to take two screws out of this end here. Can you see what I'm saying? Yeah. I had to take it out of that shelf. So, I got to put them back in.
You could take if at the very beginning, if you took a bar of soap and rubbed it on the edges of that plywood back, it would have slid a lot easier.
Do y'all hear what he's saying? He said, if you take a bar of soap, put on the edges, but if you're following along, it's too late. But if you're watching and then you're going to follow along, get you a bar of soap and put on the edges of that. It'll slide in there easier. Screws put in, and we gotta open this because this is where I left everything. Now Peanut's gonna take over and he's going to show you how to finish this thing up now. Go ahead, Peanut. Show him what to do. Ready? You gonna help? Gonna help? Of course it's gonna be odd. 22 and a half, so 11 and a quarter. Or measure this one here. That is 21 and a half. 21 and a half, so Ziggy, what's half of 21 and a half?
Half of 21.5 is 10.75.
10.75. It's as easy as it looks. No, it's not. These little screws are the hardest part of this thing. And this is going to be so much fun. But almost there. Got the first one started. Grab another one. I'm putting the latch together. So you're gonna know exactly where it needs to be. Put it together. The latch. Put the latch together like this. Laying it on its back. Now, put the screws in. They should go in without having to make starter holes. They do go in. They're just not when you're trying to hold everything. There we go. It is done. helping. It is complete.
No more. Right there.
Okay. So obviously I don't know anything about guns and how they're supposed to go in there. But there we go. So if you're going to hang this on the wall, I would suggest, I mean, that's what it's for. I would suggest definitely getting it into a stud. What?
Take the guns out first.
Yeah, take the guns out. You're funny. Yeah, take the guns out first before you put this on the wall. That's great. Peanut, thank you for your help. Appreciate all the help you gave us today. A couple of things that I would suggest doing different than me. When lining this up, make sure you put this latch, this piece here, all the way up towards the top edge so that this will be in the center. And being careful when you put your hinges onto that board. Other than that, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think and what your biggest struggle was putting it together. If it was the tiny screws. Hey, thank you guys for coming and watching my video. I appreciate it. Make sure you give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell and select all. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Remember, leave me a comment. I'll see you guys on the next one.